What's going on, party people? Hello, welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing, fantastic, stupendous, wonderful, terrific, did I ever say that, Tuesday. Nivea, welcome to the stream. Hello to anyone else also watching, lurking, hanging out. I hope you're doing amazing. Hope you're doing swell. I hope all is well in the world. I think I've got everything set up correctly that it won't crash. I tweaked some settings because it just kept freezing. I understand I'm playing 6 games at once, so that kind of makes sense why it's freezing, but also I tweaked it so hopefully even with 6 games, it won't do that. So, fingers crossed. Have fun at D&D tonight, and I'm glad you're here while you're here. Yippee! All right, I was going to do a counter. I don't really feel like doing a counter, so we're going, just use an imaginary number, chat, is essentially what I'm thinking about. An imaginary number. I also have my stream thingy-mabobber, or not stream, computer thingy-mabobber next to me open that tells me my like CPU and memory, so if it gets too high, I'll know to like pause for the cause, because the computer's about to crash. Wouldn't it be so much easier if I just had like 8 like different Game Boys, or I guess in this case DSs, that I could hunt on all at the same time? I don't know how many. So many people have so many systems for Safari Week that I don't know how you afford it, because these bad boys are expensive. I was looking at repairing my 3DS capture card, and it's gonna cost well over $100 to fix. Just fix, like not even get a new one, just fix. Those are legit DSs. Oh yeah, right. Carl sent them. You know, Carl and I hadn't talked in a while, but you know, Carl's always got the plug for when you need a good old game delivered from Amazon or FedEx, you know? It'd be like that. They're legit to me. That's what matters. See, with Heart Gold Soul Silver anyways, I mean, all these Pokemon appear in other games, so a lot of the shinies I already have. Like, except for you, Sunkern. Except for you. You're still on my naughty list, Sunkern. But like, I guess they don't have Bellsprout. That's because I only played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and that's the most recent game I can think of that I was actually in. And I played Pikachu version, not Eevee version, so I could not hunt for it. I got plenty of Oddishes though. Plentiful. Kirsten, welcome to the stream. How are you?
Ariana, what are you doing here?
I really got to stop doing that.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I keep playing the wrong sound every time someone comes in. That's not the right one. Rocking, rolling. How goes it? It goes okay. I can't say it's great, but it's going okay. Certainly. I'm trying to get as many Safari Weeks hunts in as I can before some plans may derail it. So I want to do as many streams as I can. I was going to stream yesterday, but yesterday was awful, so I just canceled stream. If you saw a stream yesterday and it was magically gone, did you really see a stream yesterday? I don't know. Did I really have something scheduled? Did you see the new season of Big Brother Day? Yes, it is. I want to say 2 weeks? No, it's probably 3 weeks. I don't know. Math is hard. 3 weeks, I want to say. Isn't it like mid-July? Methinks. July 10th? Okay, so yeah. Okay. 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks, probably. We take that. Is that a Thursday? I think that's a Thursday. Or maybe it's a Wednesday. I don't remember. I know they usually do, like, they either split it up, the first episode, into 2 episodes to, like, have half the cast introduced in one episode and then the other half of the cast introduced in the second episode, but sometimes they just do a 2-hour thingy all in one night. Hard to keep track. They change it up every year. Just like how they change the premiere date up every year. I'm so glad that it is actually in summer, though. I'm very glad about that. Listen, I love me a good season of Big Brother that starts in June or July. This like late August stuff or mid-August, cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Big Brother is a summer show. I don't want to be watching the finale in November, thank you very much. I don't know about you, but that's just me. Especially, I feel like summer is when you're most free anyways, most of the time. So, like, you can have time for 3 episodes a week. Or if not, you just catch the, replay because of all the streaming services now. I had Paramount Plus. I hate Paramount Plus. We've already discussed this ad nauseum. I hate Paramount Plus, but I got it for something specific last month. And then when I went to go cancel, they're like, wait, don't go, 2 months for free. And I was like, Big Brother's coming back. Oh, so I have 2 months free of Paramount Plus, just in time for Big Brother. Just in time. It's the 25th anniversary. I'm hoping for something good. I think they're doing a detective theme this year. I think. Methinks. From all the like little social media stuff I've seen. I don't know. You've got to get a crazy good cast. Like, you have to get like top tier to beat last year. Last year they did not step on the brakes once. The only time it got really boring is when every season gets boring and it's like the last couple weeks when there's only like 4 people in the house, so there's not really much going on. But like, they were literally fighting in the kitchen the very first week last season, and I was like seated. You never get screaming matches on Big Brother anymore. Everyone's so nice because they want to be social media influencers after the show. That's why I appreciate a good old person coming on, because they just come up and tear shit up because they don't care. They don't need to sell tummy tea on Instagram after this wraps. They'll just go back to their normal lives. Angela back for the gag. I know. Queen. Putting Big Brother on the same day as Drag Race France All-Stars and Brazil Season 2 is me-phobic. It is... What is the... Oh, I was going to say, what is the other show on... Love Island. Love Island's also another show. That has like 800 episodes, too. So if you want to get obsessed with like a reality show, would you... I guess you would still count... I would count Love Island technically as reality competition. I know that, like I know it's like kind of like The Bachelor in a way of like lovey shows, but even The Bachelor is technically reality competition because you're beefing for love. I guess I would classify it as that. I don't know. It's just trash TV to me. So, and I love me some good trash TV. I'm very wanting. So I mean, I've said this for years, and I've talked about it on stream too, how I am very like a strong proponent of having like old people. I'm just being like 50 plus, 50-year-olds and above on Big Brother, because like I said, they don't care about sponsors. They don't care about being an influencer afterwards. They have no filter. So when they're dealing with a bunch of 20-year-olds in the house, they're just gonna tell you how they feel. My favorite season of Big Brother is Big Brother 10, and what happened on Big Brother 10? The 2 oldest people in the house caused the most chaos. Every episode, one of them was screaming at someone. And it, like, love them or hate them, they gave me the entertainment. They gave me the entertainment. All you gotta do is just go watch Keisha's birthday on YouTube. Watch that for 10 minutes, and you'll be hooked on wanting to watch. I know, Netflix had Big Brother on very recently. I don't know if they took Big Brother off, but they did have Big Brother 10 as one of the seasons when it was on Netflix. And that was last year, I want to say. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. It's technically, it's owned by Paramount or CBS or whatever that company is, not Netflix. So they probably just rented it out. Because no one usually watches Paramount Plus, so they gotta send it somewhere. I think I've only seen one season of Love Island. I've been watching Vanderpump Rules, and Ariana Madix is the host of US Love Island show. She's a legend, she's an icon, and she is the moment. I mean, come on now. Like, I was telling my sister, because my sister kept telling me to watch Vanderpump Rules, yada yada yada, over and over. I was like, I really don't want to watch that show. I don't think I like it. Also, it's like 10 years old, so I'd be coming into that show way late. Like, everyone has already seen it who's been watching Vanderpump Rules at that point. So like, what am I missing? I'm so out of the loop. But I started watching it, and I hate everyone on that show. I hate everyone, except for Ariana and Katie. Everyone on that show makes me want to like slam my head into a wall. But I keep watching. I don't know why. It's like, it's just one of those shows. I don't like any of the characters, but I can't get enough. Hi, Flaming Raider.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hello. How do you do, champ? That's the best type of reality show. I know, it's just trash TV. It's trash TV. Can't get enough. At least Vanderpump Rules it's like different, because like I like a lot of reality competition shows, but Vanderpump Rules is not reality competition. It's just like people screaming at each other. It's a little bit different. You know, when I'm watching like Survivor or Big Brother, you get to look forward to a challenge every episode where they do some cool stuff, whether it's like swimming or jumping around or hanging from something and dangling off something. I don't know. Just kind of like makes you kind of, it's like one of those shows like Wipeout, where I used to watch Wipeout and be like, I want to do this so bad. It's kind of like that when I watch Big Brother and Survivor. Like, I want to do these competitions so bad. I would be terrible at Big Brother though. Survivor, I would thrive on. Big Brother, I could not do. Being locked in a house would not be good for me. Like, that is just a recipe for disaster. No contact with the outside world, no nothing. At least Survivor's only like 30, 40 days, depending on what they're doing. They've changed the length of the seasons these days, but I could at least last that long. Big Brother's like 100 days in a glass box, and no. Yeah, Flame Area, I'm not watching it. And I think and honestly, One second. Please hold. Okay, sorry. I got a text message and I was making sure for context. Oh, thank you for following. Thank you. Also, why is that? I need to move that up. That's behind everything. I couldn't even see it. Thank you for subscribing, following. You rock my socks. There you are. Says, welcome in. Sorry. Very unfortunately, we're moments away from someone passing away, so I wanted to make sure that was not like that. How are you on this mediocre Tuesday? You know, it is a pretty mediocre Tuesday, honestly. Yo, Shady, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I think I would be good at challenges, but the social game would be my downfall. That's why I don't think I could do well on Big Brother. That's why I could not do well on Big Brother, because at least on Survivor, I don't know. You're kind of more contained. Ironically, even though you're locked in a house in Big Brother, you're more contained on Survivor. Because if someone walks away from the camp, then you know what they're going to do. They're going to go talk strategy about someone, or they're going to go collect a hidden immunity idol. They're going to go do something. Whereas if you're in Big Brother, you can just chill in whatever house, and you walk into a room, you don't know if those people were talking about you or they were talking about cats. I don't know. I think my paranoia would just go so much like crazier on Big Brother. Also, I think the Survivor challenges would be a lot easier for me anyways, just because they're all outdoors and like there's a lot of swimming involved. I used to be a swimmer. There's not much running, but Big Brother's very like carnival games. That's a good way to describe it. It's okay. I mean, it's something that's been expected. We're just waiting on the news, unfortunately. Fantastic news for tomorrow. Me, with not even 2 months at this place and completing training, will likely get put in charge of training a new guy. Oh, that's so exciting. I feel like I'm not very good at training. I have like, when I do training, I have to like make down like notes, like extensive notes on making sure I don't miss anything. That's like, I'm paranoid of doing something and then like missing like a key part. So I have to like prep and add 8,000 extra steps. Like I know how to do it. That's why I'm training. But like, what if I miss this essential step that I do every single day, but I can't remember? Suddenly. That's me. That's me. Oh, yeah, Flaming Raider. I was, right when I was talking to you, I grabbed my phone. Yeah, I'm not watching it. I think especially because, so the whole thing is obviously World War III, all that. They're going to Saudi Arabia, which is right next door, and they're forcing their chat. You want to hear something crazy? There is an active war going on, and you know what WWE is doing? They're not canceling their event that is taking place in Saudi Arabia this weekend. They're not canceling. They're not rescheduling it. They're not moving it to a different location. They're keeping it in Saudi Arabia, right next door to all that. And the Saudi Arabia shows are already questionable as is. There's a lot of drama with WWE even doing those things. But I can't support that. I don't care what happens. Like, I'll see what happens on Twitter. I don't need to sit down and watch it. It just gives me a very icky feeling anytime I watch the Saudi shows. You can look up the lore if you're not familiar with WWE and stuff. There's heavy amounts of lore and why people are not receptive for those types of shows. I mean, it can only go bad. So like, here's how you do it. I don't actually know. I wasn't shown by the time. No one has complained yet. Yeah. To be fair, yeah. A lot of the things that I've done for jobs have been learning on the job, like teaching myself. Like I taught myself how to use Adobe Illustrator. Do I use Adobe Illustrator really for streaming or anything like that? I have recently, now that I know how to use it. For example, I used Adobe Illustrator for this layout. But other than that, no. It's a good tool to have, but I taught it myself. If you were to open up Adobe Illustrator right now and try to teach yourself, it would be so confusing. I just kind of got thrown into it and then I succeeded, so. All I heard, TKO is $3 billion in debt after both acquisitions. 50 million, earning 50 million when you're in $3 billion in debt. I'm no mathematician, but I gotta say, that ain't adding up. That's not gonna really put a dent in things, is it? Definitely gonna hit him with the don't F this up because this is cross-contamination. You don't want someone to get allergies. Yo, when I like bagged stuff, I was hit with that too. Like there was very, very, very specific things that like when you say them out loud, you're like, oh, duh. But me as like a shopper going to the stores, I was like, I guess I never noticed it. Like, but when I would bag stuff, I was like, you can't bag food with like Febreze or Tide Pods or anything like that's like chemically. And when you say that out loud, like I said, duh, you can't put those things. But I guess in my brain, having never done that before I worked there, just never registered that those things had to be separated because someone was packing up the bags for me. But yeah, they drilled that into us that you could not, under any circumstances, mix like certain things together. Like you couldn't even, there's a weird one. You couldn't mix paper towels with frozen foods. Like paper towels, paper plates. Like if you just got like a single ply of paper towel, you couldn't put it in the same bag as like a frozen pizza. That one I found weird. I don't know what the lore on that one is, but that's one I never got, but you know, they said that's what had to be done. So that's what had to be done. Crazy times. Crazy, crazy times. Probably because the condensation would make the paper damp and unusable. I don't think so because it's paper towel comes in like a plastic wrap. It's like sealed. You're not buying when you buy it at the store, you're not holding like the actual paper towel. It's like you have to rip open the plastic to even use the paper towel. So it's like it's protected. It was weird. Maybe I can Google that. What is the reason for this? What was the reason? Maybe if it gets damaged? I don't know what a frozen pizza is gonna damage about a paper towel or vice versa. There has to be some reasoning on it. Honestly, Reddit it. Someone on Reddit probably knows the lore. Or maybe that was just my store specific, and maybe that's not even a thing. They just were like crazy about stuff. I don't know. Very well possible. Anything's possible if you just believe. Do this heat wave. I got my dog's little splash pool. They love it. I think Blossom has a splash pool. She had one at the old house, but we actually have like a backyard now, so it'd be much better here than it was there. You can't even call what we had at the last house a backyard because it was just like a back door that led to a little bit of cement where the trash can was, and there was a patch of grass. Whereas this one's like backyard, where she can roam and do her business. I'm pretty sure she does have her own like pool. I mean, I took her outside today, and she didn't do anything. She just went out there, and so you're having a heat wave. I'm having a heat wave too, because it's all across like Midwest, South, kind of in the Northeast too, a little bit. And what is the temperature currently? Let's look that up. The temperature here. Please hold. It is 94 degrees. Oh, that's lovely. And it feels like 101. Right. So when I took her out, I mean, it was mid-afternoon. That's 5:30. 5:30 temperature. So imagine like 2:30 temperature, like peak time of day when it's the hottest. She just went out there and laid in the grass. Like, sun straight on her. Did not get up. Just was like dead to the world, sleeping. We were only out there for a few minutes because like, if you're not gonna pee, A, it's hot out here for me, but also probably not the best idea for you to just be lounging in the sun. as a furry dog. Not the best play. So we'll get you inside and scurry you in and get you some Wawa. For which she did gulp. She was getting her tan. That's what I said in the group chat. I took a picture of her. Here, let me show you the picture. I literally said PX. Tan, yes. That's funny you said that. Let me show you a picture. It doesn't really do it justice because the lighting is a little bit weird, but she like picked her head up and looked at me when I called her name. She's like, "What the fuck do you want?" And she went back to laying down. Yes. Honestly, side by side, these pictures are really funny. The head up looking at me like, "What the fuck did you just wake me up for?" And the other's like, "Back to bed." Back to bed. When I took her out, because we have like a little, like a folding chair, because, you know, she likes to enjoy the sun. She likes to soak it up. She likes to hang outside because, I mean, dogs like to hang outside. So we can like sit out there with her so we don't have to rush or anything. So I moved the chair out of the beaming sun into the shade. I was like, you know, I'm down if you need to stay out here for a few minutes, but I am not getting sunburned. I am not getting sunburned. So I lounged in the shade. It was very nice. She did not want to go in the shade. I kept trying to call her over. She said no. My second job, I was told it'll be 8-hour shifts. So far, I've worked countless 9-hour shifts, a couple 6-hour shifts, 1 8-hour shift, and 1 11-hour shift. Question, because I know you're not in the United States. If you work over 8 hours, do you get overtime? Because that's the law here in the US. If you work 8 hours in 1 minute, then that's considered overtime. Nope. Oh. I remember at my first job, they had a problem with like not staffing people. Like there was plenty of people that were hired. There had to be at least like 40 employees, but we'd only maybe staff like 12 to 15 a shift on like Fridays and Saturdays at peak time. Crazy, right? And they asked me one day to stay late because the person that was coming in to take my spot called out and whatnot. I was like, I already work an 8-hour shift. What do you mean you want me to stay till close? Which was another 3 hours. So I said, you know what? I get a pretzel for free because it was like there was like a concession stand. I get a pretzel for free and I'll stay. So I got a pretzel for free, but then I also got overtime because, you know, after 8 hours, you get 1.5 times the pay. He's getting Sharpay at the pool. Trip to the pool, trip to the spa, all according to moi. That's why I love what I do when I'm ready to leave. I just leave. See, mine is very specific. You clock in 9, you clock out 5. Go. Done. No weekends, no after hours. You got your 40 hours a week. You know, I'm not up to date, says with laws across the world. But here, that is highly illegal. You cannot not pay someone for working. If you clock out 7 minutes late, they got to pay you for those 7 minutes, whether they want to or not. They can probably be strict with you on, like, why are you working more than 8 hours? Clock out after exactly 8 hours, but they still got to pay you for those 7 minutes. Jack, can I make a very stunning admission here? I've not really been looking at these shiny Pokemon. My brain is just run. Now, I don't think there was a shiny. I feel like chat would have said something, but to be honest with you, I got so wrapped up with talking with chat right now. These past like 10 minutes, I've stopped looking, and I need to ring myself in. Clock in. I haven't seen one. I feel like I truly would have noticed. But like Was I actively paying attention? No. No, not really. Did not mean to throw a safari ball at two of those anyways, so I'm gonna skedaddle. Employment laws. Listen, I'm assuming you're at least in a country that gets free healthcare, so you're already beating us there. How do you feel? Last month when they said, my doctor said, if you don't improve in 48 hours, go to the emergency room, and I was like, about that. I want to spend $3,000. I'd be on my deathbed before I go to an ER. Literally, you'd have to like drag me to an ER, to be honest with you. I would have to be in like critical condition to even step in there. Free healthcare is still paid healthcare. I mean, that's true. They take it out of your taxes and whatnot because it is government subsidized, but that's what I'm saying. They're like, if you don't improve in 48 hours, go to the ER. And I was like, okay, well, hear me out. 48 hours from now, I still feel bad. What do? I go to the ER and they just say, yeah, you're sick. And then I spend $3,000 for them to tell me I'm sick. I was like, I'm good. I think I'd rather just rot in my bed and pray. I'd just rather rot and pray at this point. And not to mention, like, I didn't know this until years ago, probably till I was in like high school or college, but I didn't realize, and I don't know why I didn't realize, but ambulances cost you money, which I guess makes sense because they're taking you to the hospital. But I didn't realize they cost you thousands of dollars to get in an ambulance. Like thousands of dollars. The hospital could be right down the road. It could be like $1,000 bill. Oh, that's good. How expensive are ambulances? How expensive is how expensive is Ozempic? No, not that. An ambulance. Cost of an ambulance ride can vary significantly, but generally ranges from $500 to $3,500 without insurance. With insurance, the cost can range from $250 to $1,500. So chat. Oops, why did my game pause? Oh, because I typed, that's why. Well, now. Everything's connected to each other, including my keyboard. Let me fix it. Pause for the cause. And I'm just doing magic real quick. How am I getting 6 games open like this? I am a mastermind. There you go. Back at it. Have you seen One of Them Days with Kiki Palmer and SZA? I have. I saw it in theaters. When did that come out? Was that December or January? It was one of those months, but I did see it in theaters. It was very funny. I also didn't realize SZA was a good actress, but then I found out that was SZA's first ever acting role, and I was like, you're telling me that was your first ever acting job and you're that funny? Like, okay. It's so warm, please spare me. Hi.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
It is quite toasty out. We just looked at the weather for me. It's 95 and it feels like 101. A nice, crisp, toasty June day. To be fair, it's 90 degrees every day here. Like, I'm in the South, so like that makes sense. So, although it's a quote-unquote heat wave hitting the US, I feel like this is just my everyday. From June until August, this is the everyday. Please hop out of that Pokeball. Thank you, Mischievous. Have you been, though, Ace? Oh, Oh, Ace, I'm almost at 300 missions in Mario Kart World. I'm almost at 300 missions. I believe last night I was at like 290. I don't remember exactly. It was 280 something, 290 something. I'm so close to 300. I'm so close. What do you mean I gotta work with dogs tomorrow in this heat? Don't you have to like run around too with dogs? Obviously, because they're running around. Oh my god. No amount of like antiperspirant could help you there. You can't be saved with that. I've been doing it like 10 a day and I'm like 260. So I've been going like area by area on the map. And literally I've been looking for every single corner, cliff, anything you can think of. I've been trying to explore everything before I even attempt to move to the next course area. And I've done everything really except for, I think I'm at Acorn Heights up at the top, and then I just need to do everything to the right. So like the Sunday place, the Boo Mansion I need to do, Mario Circuit I need to do, and then there's that like Ice Mountain place. I don't remember what that one's called, but I also have to do that area. So I have like 4 or 5 more courses that I haven't even been to yet, and I'm already close to 300. Yes, Logan, you may riot. Permission granted. Listen, I was stuck in the desert area. Like, you know, all the maps where the desert is. So like Shy Guy Bazaar, DS, Dry Ruins, whatever it's called. You know, that one, those couple ones. I was in those areas. I want to say like 3 days straight. Like I would open up the game and I'd still be like, no, I've missed something. I don't think I went here. I don't think I went here. And I'm glad I did that because it took me forever just to leave that stupid desert. Doesn't help that there's a very big portion of the map too. Hi, Price.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Retro Game Store today didn't have X or Y. Are those hard games to find? Like when you say that, I'm like, they should probably have that at a Retro Game Store. That does not sound like a hard game to find. What do you mean? Yeah, the problem with Bowser's area is it's just so massive. Like compared to everything else, that course and then the entire surrounding part of it too, around the castle entrance, is like insanely large. That, yeah, I was at Bowser's Castle for a while too. I think the the one I haven't really done yet, I can't believe I missed this one. I haven't done Crown City yet. That's the biggest map. Oop, I threw a Pokeball at every single one of them. Cool. That's the biggest one on the map, and I can't even find any of the, like, the little, what do you call them? They're not coin things. The things that you drive over. And there's, like, a certain amount per map, per course. I found, like, maybe 4. The panels, that's the word. That's the word. That is certainly the word. Yeah, I have not found like any of the panels in Crown City that I literally gave up and I was like, I'm gonna save this one for last. I can't. I can find X and Y like cookies, but I can find Sun and Moon like water. When Sword and Shield get dirt cheap, remind me to use all my savings to buy those used copies. They probably already dirt cheap. I would say that they're probably marked down to $40 at this point. I do remember Calico. Hello. Would you like me to call you 2-time now? Yeah, I didn't find all of them in DK Spaceport either. Just those 2 down there at the bottom. I thought it was cute though with Mario Kart Tour. So like, I know going in, I was like, I'm so nervous. This game only has 32 courses to start, and obviously we were spoiled with 96 courses in Mario Kart Deluxe. So like, I knew that was an unrealistic expectation for day one. That was never gonna happen. I was hoping for maybe 48 courses, and then they do a DLC and add another 48 like they did for Mario Kart 8. So this game also has 96 courses in the very end. But I was nervous about 32 courses, but then I found out that they actually did sneak a few more courses in there. I didn't... some of the button challenges, the buttons you drive over, are like the retro SNES courses. There's, you do Chocoland, Koopa Troopa Beach, Ghost Valley. I'm missing one. I'm missing them, but there's like little tribute courses to the original SNES ones that the challenges you just got to race around a couple times. And technically, you can do them as courses, just not like officially, but they snuck them in. I thought that was fun. Vanilla Lake, that's the one. That's the fourth one. I was gonna say Mario Circuit, but no. Mario Circuit's like an actual course. And Mario Circuit 4 still does not exist. Mario Circuit 4, never be remade. They refuse. This is gonna sound crazy. I think I've done the Grand Prix only one time, and that's when I did it on stream. That was the only time I did the complete Grand Prix. I did a little bit of Knockout Tour online, but maybe like 1 or 2 nights for a little bit, not even that long. My entire playthrough of that game so far has just been open world, doing the challenges. I'll have to look at what my playtime is later. Probably around 30 or so out. You know what? I'm gonna look right now. I don't care. Let me just look. I have my controller here, so it's not like it's hard. Take a peek. Look at my brain. Look at my brain. Mario Kart World, 30 hours or more. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, 30 hours in, not even done with any of the challenges, or all the challenges yet. Not even done unlocking all the characters. I keep forgetting to unlock the characters. That's my thing. I keep forgetting to do it because when I switch to a character, I start playing as them, and then I get like focused on the challenges that I'm like, oh wait, I still need to switch characters to a new one so I can unlock their costumes. You know, there's a sizable portion of the characters I do not have any costumes for because I forget. I hope the one thing with Mario Kart World is that they add the costumes for free. Like, they add updates and just give us new ones for free. That could be the bare minimum. Obviously, if they add new courses for DLC, yeah, that's gonna cost money. That makes sense. But like, could you just give us like free costumes, pretty please? They don't even have to be like good. They can just be like someone with a helmet on and a tracksuit. That'd be good. I mean, content's content. P switches, that's what they're called. I keep calling them the buttons. P switches, that's the word. I'm still needing so many skins. Oh, hi, Newt Newt. Because I refuse to play as Wario. I got Wario's pretty early. Wonder who I'm missing. I definitely don't have Waluigi. I have Wario's, though. Hiya.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
DK and Pauline got a few costumes because Bonanza's coming out so soon. DLC will give them some from the new game. I don't care what anyone says. I think the new DK redesign, I like it. I'm a fan. I think he looks cute. It's not chibi, but it's like more like cartoony. It's so much like, it reminds me of the Mario movie, and I thought the Mario movie design, he looked so fun in the Mario movie. Like, I get it. Everyone's used to him looking like angry 24/7. It's growing me a bit. Okay, we're working towards it. We're working towards it. It's just gonna take a while for you to totally get on board with. I'll take it. I'll take it. I like the redesign though. I want to know what they do with Diddy Kong though. Obviously Diddy Kong isn't in Mario Kart World, so we don't know what he looks like. We also haven't seen, I don't even know if he's in DK Bonanza. I have not been keeping up with the lore on that game. I don't know if he got redesigned in that game either, but. Diddy Kong found dead? Oh, so he's not in the game? He died. Chat, he died. I'll admit something. So yesterday I was playing Mario Kart World, and I quickly whipped my car around. I ran straight into a toad camping, saw the toad fly, was like, oh my god, I did not mean to do that. Like, this thing has actual feelings. Like, oh my god, I did not mean to do that. It literally jump scared me because I turned around and ran straight into him and saw him fly. And then I turned around, I was like, is it still okay? The toad was gone, chat. The toad was gone. He was sitting there in his little chair with another toad too. They could have been on their honeymoon for all I know. They could have been on their honeymoon. I just steamrolled this toad. Saw him fly in the air, and then he was gone. I ruined it. Listen, if I did that to a Shy Guy, I wouldn't care. It was like the toad, though. Girl, no witnesses. Go back in. Just run it in reverse. Beep, beep, beep. How are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm safari hunting. I'm safari zone hunting, so, like, can I complain? I don't know. Hi, Cookie! I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the first time chatter. Why do I also not see that in multi-chat? Please hold. When was that message sent? If that message came like 40 minutes ago and I missed that, I'm gonna punch myself in the face. How could I miss saying hello to someone? I think they're gone, chat. Chat. Darn it, I finally get one Twitch viewer and I forget to say hello. I hate it here. Shy Guy Slander not tolerated. Can I run over Hammer Bro? I'll make a concession. Can I run over Hammer Bro to save Shy Guy? Okay, cool. Okay, Hammer Bro's getting steamrolled by my little dolphin car. Hi, Raphael. Welcome in.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
What other NPCs are in the game that you can run over? I say, are the Piantas? I don't know if you can run over the Piantas or if they're even NPCs. Yoshis? Oh, that's so true. So true. I feel like if you try to run over a Pianta, though, they're too big. I feel like they would just, like, ricochet you off. Like, if you punched a Snorlax in the stomach, I feel like you'd just, like, get shoved back by the force of how big it is. Piantas are little lads. Or big lads, I should say. Now, I don't care that they're adding all these new characters because it just gives... Chat, this is me and my delusions, chat. They're adding so many new characters to Mario Kart, introducing to the main series because they're going to add them to the new Mario Baseball game because they need a lot of characters for Mario Baseball because you need 18 players on the field at once, and you also need a variety. So clearly there has to be more players than there was in the original Mario Baseball, which already had a sizable amount of characters, which just were the basic ones, you know, like Toad, Donkey Kong, and Shy Guy and all them. But now they're adding all the new ones like Fishbones and the Cheap Sheeps that they're adding them for a reason. They're adding them because they're joining Mario Kart, or not Mario Kart, Mario Baseball for the Switch 2. That's what. No, we did so good, game. Why did you do this to me? Oh, we unfroze, chat. We unfroze. Big news. Big news. We're saved. We're saved. Also, hi, Shelby. I mean, to be fair, Shelby, it's been a long time since I've, like, consistently streamed. I've only started consistently streaming again this month. So, we're back. We are back, baby. But, yeah. It is amazing, amazing to see you, though. I hope you're doing swell. I'm gonna wait for my CPU to just go down just a smidge. I'm gonna wait for it to go down just a little bit. It's not going down, which is concerning me. What if I just... What if I minimized? Oh, no? Oh, okay, I'm here to report that minimizing the tab does help. I don't know why that made a difference, but it made a difference. Mario Sluggers, please give us. And don't do what you did with Mario Soccer, Mario Strikers, whatever you want to call it. I always call it Mario Soccer, I don't care. That game was horrible. What they did to my beloved series for the Switch version can never be forgiven. Absolutely never. What a horrible game. They just sucked the soul out of all the original had to offer. So it's only up from here, right, chat? They learned from their mistakes, right, chat? They're gonna get it right when they make Mario Baseball, right, chat? Just nod, chat, and feed into my delusions, please. Pretty, pretty, please. Speaking of Mario Kart World, I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm just playing Mario Kart World music. I have a 7-hour video on YouTube I found that has just been playing. If you're curious how I've been enjoying Mario Kart World, that's how I've been enjoying it. Also, like, they did not just remake, like, Mario Kart songs. They remade, like, just general Mario songs. Like, this song playing right now is not a Mario Kart song. This is just Mario theme. I found my very first non-event shiny legendary last night. Oh, congratulations. Who was it? Or whom was your shiny? I remember when I found my first shiny legendary. It was a great day. Dynamax Venture, Kyurem full odds. Let's go! Love that for you. Love that for you, gamer. Phased once in 15 to 20 DAs. That's actually not really bad. I would say as I've done over 150 Zygardes. But to be fair with the Zygardes, I've only won like half the time. So I've only seen like 75. The other half of the time I didn't even get to see Zygarde. So that's just me making excuses. Yo, Leafster, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, welcome to
How
Chili's.
are you? I'm returning to Suicune. Yippee. I got my first Alpha Leafster 2 or 3 months ago. I don't know. I literally was like, one day, I was like, the only thing I'm going to do today is Shiny Hunt Legends Arceus and get my first ever Shiny Alpha. Because everyone and their grandmother has one, and I never got one. Despite playing that game for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So I just spent an entire Saturday doing it. And after like 10 hours, I got one. It was great. Very great. I also hope it's not a shiny Drifloon for you either. I already have like Well, to be fair, I also have an insane amount of Zubats and stuff like that. But I want to go to Vancouver Regionals a few months ago. Oh, I got to go to Vancouver Regionals a few months ago. I went all 3 days, had tons of fun spectating. I went to the Atlanta Regionals back in April. I did not have as much fun, but I'm glad you had fun. I guess just because I don't keep up with anything, like, competition-wise. I don't watch VGC comps. I quit Unite and threw that game in the trash. My life has been, like, butterflies and rainbows ever since. And what other thing? Cards. I don't even know how to even play Pokemon TCG. You gave me a card right now, I would not know what to do with it. I'd just be like, yeah, it's a grass card. It's an oddish. What do I do with it? There wasn't really anything for me to spectate because I wasn't interested in anything. It was more about the community. The community, because there's a bunch of people there, and then everyone went out. We all went out at night and did fun stuff, so it was more about that. I've been playing Unite since launch, send help. When did I quit? I quit in 2023. It's almost been 2 years. I've not opened that game. I've not opened that game in almost 2 years. I've not looked back. There's not been one day that I was like, I just want to play real quick. Let me do a game. No. I don't blame you. It just got so toxic. Everything about it. It wasn't fun. Comms weren't fun. The game wasn't fun. Everything was a perfect storm of me being like, you know what? I don't want to play this anymore. Although, that was my first and only MOBA, and I gotta say, for a MOBA, as much as I did play, I had fun with it. It's still as bad, but maybe even worse. Yippee! At least you have draft mode now. I saw that. I don't know how draft mode works, but I know it's a thing now. They added it right as I left. Darn it. Those suckers. That's on mental health. Period. Point blank, period. It takes forever, but very slay. Does, question. I think I asked this a few weeks ago on stream. Does Pokemon Unite run better on the Switch too? Like, FPS-wise? Technically, I mean, it says it runs at 60 FPS on the Switch 1, but does it? High key, yeah. Oh, that is lovely. That is so lovely to hear. Maybe now that they can finally add the Chinese beta version into the game. China has just had an entirely separate game for the entire time of Unite that we've never seen. They got its own hub world like Splatoon. Let's go run around and have some fun. I'm officially 1 month into my summer grind. Let's go, W. How's summer been treating you? Oops. Need to. Here we go. You can even look at trainer cards on the loading screen, which is revolutionary. Oh, that is great news. I don't know, some people in that game always had funny names. I just wanted to investigate them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being curious. You just had a funny name. I want to see how many games you've played, what your win rate is, who's your main, and do you want to be friends? Sorry. Is that a crime, Pokemon Unite? I want to look my best for my Europe B-Day trip. Where in Europe are you going? That's so exciting. Also, a Europe Beto trip. Beto? Excuse me? A Europe B-Day trip? Sounds kind of iconic. And your credit card info, please. I didn't spend a cent in that game. Not 1 cent. I'm so happy. I resisted every urge. No matter the skin. No matter the reward. Coins, whatever have you. I resisted it. It was hard. There was that Zera Aura skin that I wanted so bad. And that was when Zera Aura was actually good. And I could actually use it and wear it. I resisted. I resisted. No, for real, like, where's Clefairy now? There certainly couldn't have been someone named Clefairy. I mean, I had a Shrek username for my alt, so, like, can I really judge? That's actually kind of slay. I was so against it, then they released the cutest Snorlax skin ever, but never again. Perfect skin for me, and they just made it for me. They made it for you. They consulted you and your everything and said, what would you like? And you said this, and then they commissioned it for you. For free. Actually, no, not for free. For a slight payment of $20? I don't know. I don't know how much skins cost in that game, to be honest with you. Dare I bring ketchup to said pasta? No. I feel like if you're going to Italy, Ravel, you just kind of soak in what they give you. And they locked behind a gacha machine. Listen, I didn't spend real money on that game, but I really invested myself into those emblems. I was in the emblem lottery, gotchaing it up. Like, please give me something silver. Please give me something gold. Please, please, please. They will arrest you for ketchup on pasta. Wait, are you going, Raphael? Are you going to? Chat, I want you to look at screen 4 right now. Chat, look at screen 4 of my game. Something has occurred. Where'd you go, buddy? Let's just fix you real quick. Oh, do you see a mouse hovering over the game? No, you don't. Crazy. You're seeing things. There we go. I've also never heard of someone putting ketchup on pasta, but I do feel like that has to be a criminal offense in at least 20 countries, minimum. It was Agatha all along. Front row. Miss Agatha and Rio. Honestly, chat, we finally got lesbians in the MCU, and what did they do? They said they're not making another season. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Why do they hate us? I hate it here and they hate us. It's a perfect storm. That's not hopeful for me. I know literally Agatha all along was, I say this in the best way, was the gayest show ever. It was, I'm almost positive everyone on that show was either bi, gay, lesbian. I don't think there was not any transgender representation. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone in the main squad was vibing with us. They were family. Oh wait, no, the only one that wasn't was Mrs. Hart. And she was like 70 years old. She was just there for the ride, man. She was there for the ride. I wonder if I hope you guys can't hear cracking my knuckles. I know that triggers some people. I just started cracking my knuckles like right next to the microphone, and I was like, oh wait, I should not do that. In case it shouldn't pick up. But you know what? If it did, in the off chance it did, just like crack. I know we're supposed to get a show with Billy and Agatha Ghost, but no date. Yeah, they're making Vision Quest, which it's already been confirmed that, well, that's not, Vision is not the show for the girls and the gays. Vision Quest is like a back to, you know, punchy, fight stuff, I presume. But in that show, Vision and Tommy are being brought in. So Agatha had Billy and Agatha, and then Vision Quest has Tommy and Vision. So soon they'll all be reunited. Although I heard Elizabeth Olsen has beef with the MCU and she's not coming back. For which case, I'm kind of upset by that because she's the best character in the entire MCU, and I said what I said. Wanda, Scarlet Witch, whatever you want to call her. Top tier. Top tier. Even before WandaVision came out, all those years ago, I was a Wanda fan. Mother. She's literally Mother. So you know Stan Twitter, right? Like, you know Stan Twitter, how people, like, are stans of, like, music artists. She's that, but for the MCU. There are Stan accounts simply for her character. She's not even a real person. People are here calling her Mother on the timeline, and as they should. She's not been seen in years on a TV screen or a movie screen, but she's still got fan accounts out here. Can you believe that? I feel like that. I fear that's legend behavior. I fear that is. There's no getting around that one. I get it. I mean, I get it too. I get it too. She is her. Her is she. Oh, chat, can I give an unpopular pop music opinion? I guess it's I don't know if it's necessarily unpopular, but the song went #1 or debuted at #1. I did not care for Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Was not for me. I was really expecting a song of the summer, and I just got a song. But it wasn't for me. And that hurts, because I love Short and Sweet. That album was fire. That was a good pop album. This new one, eh. I love it. Short and Sweet isn't really my thing besides the sadder songs, an exception of two. My god. Chat. I know it's the horniest song on the album, but Juno is such a funny song. But then also, she did the Juno pose at every concert. That song, and it's a catchy song too. It's like the perfect storm for chaos. I'm like, I can't help but love it. Never heard of it. So, you've had to have heard a Sabrina Carpenter song. There's no shit. You've had to heard Espresso. There's any Sabrina Carpenter song, you've had to have heard Espresso. Think about me, baby, I know that's that sweet espresso. I'm working late, because I'm a singer. She came to Atlanta last year. I did not go. I was sad. I should have gone. Chapel Rowan's not going to tour anytime soon, because she's like, yeah, I'm not releasing an album for like another 2 years, 3 years. And I was like, ma'am, are we for real? He's so for real. So I can't see Chapel. Lady Gaga's not coming to Atlanta. She's only going to like 4 cities, apparently. So I can't go to her. The closest one is Miami, and that's like 12 hours away, even still. So my 3 concerts that I wanted to go to this year, this past like 12 months, have not happened. Have not happened. Hi, Meg. How are you? How are you?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
She's really pretty, all I can say. You know, you should have seen my face when I found out that Sabrina Carpenter wears wigs. I guess it makes sense looking at her hair. Now that I see it, I can't unsee it. But I was like, dang, she just had really good hair. Her hair is awesome. I was like, oh, it's a wig. Right, that makes sense. Could have fooled me, though, until someone pointed it out. Could have fooled me. Olivia Rodrigo released new music challenge. Yo, I saw some people were reaching for the stars a few weeks ago and reigniting that beef with Taylor. Apparently, Olivia Rodrigo had filmed a music video or something at a coffee shop in like Nashville, and they took Taylor Swift's picture down off the wall, and people were like, "Oh, this is a sign of beef between them. They're beefing again." And then the owner of the coffee shop had to make a video to the public and release it and say, "Yeah, we remove all celebrity pictures from the wall when people are filming here because of copyright. So no one requested we take that picture down. Y'all are reaching for the stars." There are like 4 albums coming out in August, all week apart, and I'm jumping for joy. I'm sad we'll never get Reputation, Taylor's version. However, I'm also kind of sad I don't even like country music, but I'm kind of sad we're not getting debut TV either. I mean, no, that's not true. We could still very much get that, because she said it was fully done and she liked how it sounded, so she could probably still release that. But I'm excited for that. I'm ready to yee and haw. Like, if I listen to Taylor's first album now, like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It sounds very 2006. She sounds very teenager. I would love to hear those songs now with her singing as like 34, 35 years old, however old she is. Like, her voice now with some of those songs, I feel like could be bangers. These people have got to get jobs. That's asking so much of Stan Twitter. Stan Twitter, get off Stan Twitter and get a job. What does the win-lose thing mean? Did I catch a shiny? Win. Did I lose a shiny or fail one? Lose. I have not had either. I've not even seen a single sparkle. So there's nothing meeting the criteria for either. I have won and lost in past Safari weeks. Not this year. Not this year have I seen anything. I'm gonna say something controversial but brave. I don't want to hear Reputation sound remade. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, that's kind of what she said in her letter. She's like, I tried to re-record it and it just didn't have the passion in it. And I was like, dang. She's like, there wasn't much to improve. And I was like, I guess that's kind of true. I do want to hear the Vault songs though. Just because that's the most angsty album, that I'm here for some more angsty songs. I'm sorry. At first, I really liked Tortured Poets Department. Actually, I shouldn't say really like. I ranked it middle tier. As time's gone on, and I don't think Tortured Poets Department was that good of an album. I hate to say it. I still think it's middle tier. I don't think it's her worst album ever. And I would not rank it last. But it's still very middle of the road. My third favorite album. Oh yeah, it's my third favorite album of her too. I love it. I love that one. Especially that one song. That one, yes, yeah, that one. Love it. Swifties would eat me alive for having her 4 most recent albums in my top 5. I feel like if you're online Swifties would understand the Evermore and Folklore love. I feel like if you're chronically online, like a Swiftie who's chronically online, like the ones who like try to make up beef with a coffee shop in Tennessee for fun, I feel like they would really enjoy like the deep cuts, because Evermore, Folklore, those have the deepest cuts of any of her albums. They're freaking sad. They are sad. As I've been playing Exile on loop for the past 3 days, I say literally. I've also been playing Labyrinth on loop for the past 3 days. I like Midnights. I do like Midnights a lot. I'm not like the biggest fan of synth, but Midnights does it really well. I think it finds the happy medium of like enough synth, but not like she sounds robotic in every single song. Oh my god. How many K-pop albums do you have, Meg? And also, I guess if K-pop, are you excited? Are you a BTS fan? They just got released from the military. They can make music again. This is a big deal for the K-pop community. Okay, where... See, my album rankings are so freaking basic with Taylor. My number one's 1989, which is the most basic opinion of any Swiftie opinion that could ever be most basic. Everyone, like someone's mom would like 1989 by Taylor. I mean, I know it's considered the pop Bible of the 2010s, but I understand that. That's why it's so universally loved, but also it's so basic. But I can't help it. Such a great album. I love that album. And she sang my favorite song. She sang my favorite song, which was from, not only my favorite song in general of Taylor Swift, but also from 1989 at the concert I went to. So she knew I was there. I'm supposed to not like 1989? Crazy? I'm supposed to start hating on it? Sorry, can't. I'm a basic Swiftie. Okay, so my rankings are 1989. This one's a brave one. This one's a brave one because everyone always ranks it as one for last. Speak Now is number 2. I'm a Speak Now. I'm a Speak Now Swiftie. 1989, Speak Now. I think I'm gonna go with Lover for number 3. Reputation 4. And Midnight's at 5. I'd have to go much deeper into her discography and just remember all the songs on each album to give you a truly accurate ranking of all 11 of them. I think I would see. It's my thing. So one of the things I don't like about Torture Poetry's Department is the same thing I don't like about Red, is that it's so freaking long. What do you mean there's 30 songs in an album? What do you mean half these songs are already over like 4 or 5 minutes? It's just a long album. At least in defense of Torture Poets Department, it is very cohesive. It is like sonically cohesive from start to finish. Red is not sonically cohesive. You go from I'm feeling 22 from All Too Well. You go from We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together to Ronin. Like it's like Whiplash. If Whiplash was an album, it would be Red. It's like I could not pick a sound, so she just chose all of them. I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. I still think it's a good album. It's just not sonically cohesive. And like I said, it's so freaking long. What's crazy about Speak Now? I believe your album was that album, but MTV made an entire stinger about how it was travesty. It outsold Nigh Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye. My Dark Twisted... That's an album name if I've ever heard one. Kanye, what are you doing? Honestly, Kanye, what are you ever doing? But honestly, sorry, he can cry about it. He can cry about it. He's just an awful person. Not even just for what he did for Taylor. He's just an awful person in every respect of the word. Not good. Not good. But you know what's crazy? Here's speaking of Speak Now. So Speak Now came out right after, like a year after the VMA thing happened. So it was her first album since that incident. And that year at the VMAs, like the follow-up year, they made Kanye and Taylor do songs for each other. Like Taylor needed to apologize. They both did like apology songs to each other to show like friendship or whatnot. And I still find that crazy. Why did she agree to do that? She sang Innocent, which is about Kanye. It is very clearly about Kanye. You listen to lyrics, it's 1000% about him. It's not even hidden. It's right there in the song. But I guess it makes sense for her to sing that song at the VMAs, but also, like, why would you force her to do an apology tour to him? Shouldn't he do the apology tour? Why do they have to be friends? I've been trying to find more sad music to get into before all the artists in August come swinging in. Let me see. Let's open up Spotify real quick. You know who I'm sad about though? She had an album last year and it tanked. It was not good. It was not good. Sorry, but Radical Optimism by Dua Lipa, a complete miss. Absolute misfire. She went from like future nostalgia, that album, which was like amazing, to this, and I was just like, Dua, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, to be fair, Houdini was catchy, but that is like, it was catchy, but it was just a very radio song, if that makes sense. Catchy, but like, of course it's catchy because it's gonna be blasted on the radio 24/7. I come and I go. I'm still of the opinion that Mayhem by Lady Gaga is still the best album of the year. Has there really been much competition? No. However, I think it's gonna be hard to dethrone. Are you into Gracie Abrams, Ace? She's got some sad freaking songs. She was the opening act for the Eras tour that I went to. She was very good live. Oh, Adele came up on my Spotify homepage. Adele, release more music. Stop disappearing for 7 years. She makes the best sad songs. You can rip my heart out with anything that she writes. Been enjoying my Switch 2 lately? What games have you been playing, Uni? I think Grammy cutoff is September 30th is the last day for albums and singles to be nominated for next year's Grammys. So unless something comes out in the next 3 months, Mayhem by Lady Gaga's taking it. It's not even a question. It is running away with all the Grammys. It is sonically cohesive. It is her best album in like 15 years. All the songs are bangers. She even has the sad songs on there too that aren't like they aren't the dark pop, but they still fit. Like Blade of Grass is not like the dark pop like a lot of the other songs are, but ooh, it hits. That's a sad freaking song. It's a sad song, but a happy sad song because it's about her fiance. Mario Kart, then just shiny hunting. Yippee! I've not done much shiny hunting, but I've been playing large amounts of Mario Kart. I got a booster box of Pokemon TCG cards today. Yippee! Did you open them yet, or are you saving them? They're coming via email soon. Oh, via email. Yeah, they're gonna email you your Pokemon cards. They're coming via mail soon. Oh, okay. Got it. You tell me you don't get your cards by carrier pigeon? You don't log into AOL and just pick up your Pokemon cards? Chat, please hold. I have a DoorDash gift card, so I've been using it. I need a DoorDash food for, what time is it, 6:30? Yeah, I'll be done soon. Why doesn't it say the total? Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't say the total because I'm using a gift card, that's why. Okay, ordered. If Lord's album's good, it has a chance as well. Sabrina and Carby. Oh, we were just talking about Sabrina, and I already forgot she has a new album coming. I mean, if it's like short and sweet, I think it'll be it'll rack up some pop awards. What are we eating? I got some pizza. Like a small little personal pan thingy, my bobber. It's the last week of summer for me, though. No, not summer. It's almost over. And it just began 2 days ago. This actually might be a brave opinion, too. Hold up. Now, I say this as someone who's never listened to a full-length Laura album. I've not listened to a Laura album start to finish. So take my opinion with little to no regard as you'd like. I don't like Lorde. The songs I have heard, no. I'm not even talking about like just the basic pop ones, like Royals, like and Team, like she had back in the day. I don't care. Those were fine. I'm talking about like the songs I've heard from like off TikTok or the deeper cuts off her second and third album that no one seemed to care about, apparently. I didn't even like the Charlie remake. Not Charlie. What am I thinking of? No, it was the Charlie remake. I was like, wait, Billie Eilish did that. And I was like, no, Billie Eilish did not collab with Charlie. Two different people. Yeah, I didn't like that remix either. Actually, I thought Brat, but more Brat, whatever it's called. It has a long ass name. I thought I really liked Brat, but even more Brat. I especially, what songs do I have on? Let me look at my saved, my liked songs. I've got, okay, in my like songs, okay, I guess I listened to the album again, and I'd probably definitely like more songs, but I guess in my liked album, from Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat, I have Talk Talk with Troye Sivan. That's the only one I have liked. But I'm positive I like others too. I do love me some Sympathy as a Knife. I love that one. I love it. I love it. I don't like the remix with Ariana Grande, though. That's a chop. That's a chop if I've ever heard one. Chapel's also a wild card. I don't think she's releasing an album either, because I could have sworn she said that she's like taking her time and it's going to be a couple of years. Also, she waited like 7 months to release The Giver. And it was like, do I care anymore? I don't care anymore. I heard that back in November, and I was like, dang, I'm ready to yee and haw. And then it was like 7 months later, like, here you go. Let's yee and haw. What's your thoughts on Night of Champions? We were talking about that earlier when I was talking with Flaming Red about it. I'm not watching. I don't like to watch the Saudi shows. And also, I'm surprised they're not canceling it, given world events happening right now in the Middle East. And they're forcing the wrestlers to fly out there. Kind of nuts. But I also don't watch them in general, so I have no thoughts on it because I'm not watching it. But chat, you know what they did announce? Last night, I was talking about this last week, how I really wanted to go see WWE when they come in a few weeks to Atlanta, but they were only selling tickets as combos, so you had to go to both Saturday and Sunday shows. You didn't have to, but like you were paying for both Saturday and Sunday shows. They just announced last night that tickets for individual tickets, not combo tickets, are going on sale tomorrow. And I'm like, yes, thank God. I don't have to go to the Saturday show because I don't want to go to the Saturday show. I only want to go to the Sunday one. I want to go to Evolution, the all-women's pay-per-view. It's going to be so much more entertaining than Saturday night's main event where 58-year-old Goldberg has his retirement match. Chat, I don't want to watch a 58-year-old wrestle in a wrestling ring. I don't. Not interested. He almost killed someone in the ring a few years ago because he's that old and like bag of bones. I don't want to see it. Not interested. He can have his retirement match. I don't want to sit through it. Sammy versus Karrion Kross. I'm not gonna lie to you, Logan. I don't care about any match happening. Like any of them. I really don't even care what the match is happening on Friday either, because that's also in Saudi. I mean, I know I can make the predictions for the matches, like that's not the problem, but I just have no interest in like seeing them, given the circumstances. I'd love a Saturday night main event when it comes to Michigan. They should do it in Detroit. If they want a retro show, Detroit's a great one for Saturday night's main event. Because that's obviously an 80s inspired show that they brought back. Hi, Jets. Okay, I am... Jets, are you here still? Please tell me you're here. That's totally meaning my multi-chat is not working. I did not see it pop in the multi-chat. But I see it here on Twitch. Jets, I hope you're still here. Thank you so much for the follow. I see it from 4 minutes ago. I did not mean to ignore it. This is just proof that it's not showing up on my side and I need to fix that after stream. All right, chat, everyone who's watching on YouTube, prayer circle that Jets is still watching on Twitch. I can't lose another Twitch viewer. I finally got a Twitch viewer, and I forgot to say hi because it didn't pop up. Crying in the club. Chat, I fear I may have lost my second Twitch viewer today. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why. I'm obviously multi-streaming on Twitch, so you would think it would show up on Twitch. Oh well. The only Michigan WWE Monday Night Raw on the 28th of July. Is that a week before SummerSlam or the week of SummerSlam? It might not be a bad one to go to. Might not be bad. I'm just really excited. Even though they're not doing anything to promote it, I'm excited for Evolution 2. As a person who was a fan of Evolution 1 7 years ago and has been begging for them to bring it back for 7 years, this was made for me. And they're bringing it to my city. It was destiny. It was meant to be. I haven't bought tickets yet, like I said, because I didn't want to buy combo tickets because I didn't want to go to both nights. But also, I was not sure just because with the very likely funeral here, I didn't want to buy a ticket and then not be here, so I'm still waiting to buy it. I'm not going to buy it tomorrow when they go on sale. I will probably still get it very close to day of. I know there's 9 million Spindas, but I swear to you, I've seen that Spinda before. Today. You could fool me. Trying for a special illustration rare Giovanni's Needle King from this set I bought instead of Destined Rivals. I don't know what any of that means, but I am praying for you. That's a lot of words about Pokemon cards. I don't know. Don't know what that means. It's special illustration, so I'm gonna take your word that it's very special. I could actually have the rarest Pokemon card in possession, and I would never know. I would genuinely not know. I don't even know how people, like, know that they have rare cards. Granted, all my cards are, like, old, from, like, the 2000s. So, like, I don't have any recent ones, but... Actually, that's a lie. I do have some recent ones. Excuse me, yawn. I do have some recent ones from, like, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I picked up a box... For like not a subathon, a sleep lock. I used to play TCG competitively. Fun fact. That is a fun fact. We were talking about earlier how I have no idea how you even play TCG. Not even the slightest clue. I don't know. I think that also stopping Logan. I don't know if Logan's still here. The thing that was stopping me about going to Evolution or doing the 2-day thing was that I didn't want to go alone. I don't want to go alone. I don't want to go to Atlanta alone. Going to Atlanta during the day is perfectly fine. It's that night that I'm just like, I don't really want to be down here. Especially downtown. Actually, well, I guess downtown's probably the safest area to be, but even still, I don't want to go alone. But no one likes WWE, so, like, no one would go. I'm the only one that likes it. A dilemma. I should get a cute outfit, though. If I do decide going, I'm gonna get something like Naomi inspired. I'm gonna get like some caution outfit. I'm gonna show up there stunting. I am gonna be looking up fierce. It's basically a lot of luck with drawing in the right cards and hoping you did. I promise I'm not yawning at you. I just keep yawning mid-sentence. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's basically a lot of luck based with drawing the right cards and hoping you didn't prize your good cards. Oh. I know based on cards, like when you get goods, is it only when you get good stuff or when you just get the cards in general that you put them in sleeves so they're protected? Because obviously they're going to be like worth value. A lot of them are going to be worth like a lot more value years to come, so you want them in good condition. Do you do every card in sleeves or just the important ones? This is some jazzy music. I like this. We love a good Mario Kart remix. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The important cards in your deck need to be sleeved. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. Here I thought you sleeved every card. I mean, it makes... See, in my brain, I thought you just sleeved every card because I was like, oh, it makes sense because if they're not in sleeves, they could get bent or just worn down and whatnot. But I guess if they're not, like, important cards, then who needs to put them in the sleeve? They can just sit there, I guess. You're talking about Gracie Abrams earlier, and now I have Close to You stuck in my head. Close to you, close to you, put the finger on the gun, I was ready when you're mad. Close to you, and my heart on fire, I'm very hungry. DoorDash, where are we at? Instead of it being like Pokemon Pocket where it's like 20 card deck, you have like 60 cards. I fell out of Pokemon Pocket the very first week. It's like, I don't want to wait. I am the worst. I'm like an iPad kid. I didn't want to wait. I got distracted while playing the game. I was like, well, there's nothing for me to do anymore because I have to wait 24 hours to get another card. So I shouldn't play. I should just go play my other games. That was me. I fear that was me. I lasted a whole 3 days. Whoosh. Oh, I stopped running for 3 of the screens. Lamau? Lamau? I spent so much money on that app. I've pulled 13,000 cards. If I were to open up that game right now, it would probably be less than 50. I don't remember, but I feel like I got a lot of repeat cards, and even the decks true. And I know it was just because the game first came out, so they didn't have like a lot of cards in there yet, but I still thought I got repeats. Oh my god. Stop yawning, stop yawning, stop yawning. Hi, Monster Jam, how are you?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Did you know Monster Jam fan? 09? I went to a Monster Jam once. I went once. I just remember there was this lime green car that I liked. And I don't remember what happened to it, but it was a fun time. I also didn't have headphones though, so you can imagine going to a Monster Jam with no headphones. Not the best time. I had like little earplugs, but earplugs aren't gonna do much for a Monster Jam. Where was it? It was in Detroit, and it had to have been 2006, 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. It was definitely a long time ago. I don't remember much other than the green truck. I don't remember. I was very young. Ford Field, indubitably. It was indeed Ford Field. I've only been to Ford Field twice. Monster Jam and WrestleMania. And I've never been back. And that was like 2007 was WrestleMania. So yeah, I guess I haven't been to Ford Field since 2007. No, that's a total lie. That's a straight up total lie. I was just at Ford Field 2 years ago. Complete lie. Complete lie. Don't quote me on anything. Must mean Gravedigger. You know what? Let's do a quick Google search. Gravedigger Monster Jam. Monster Jam. All right, all right. This is definitely a green car. I like it just looking at it. Here, let me look at green monster truck. Let's Google that and see if anything else pops up. No, I think it's probably that one. Because if I remember lime green, that's very much lime green. That probably had to be the one. I was there 2 years ago for Beyonce. Did she go to Detroit for oh crap, I paused my games again. Did she go there for Cowboy Carter, or did she skip Detroit this time? I know she went all around the country for Renaissance, but I don't know. I don't remember what she did. She hates us. Well, clearly she loves Paris because her and Nicki Minaj performed there years ago together. That was her surprise guest. And then just this past weekend, she brought out frickin' Miley Cyrus. Oh, all in Paris. I don't know what her obsession with Paris is, but like, if you want a good show, go to Paris for Beyonce. They'll bring out all the guests. America, she doesn't care. She's not bringing out nobody, so don't ask for nobody. I mean, I'm a huge Miley Cyrus fan, and so when I saw that she invited Miley out, I love that they're such close friends. That's such an odd friendship. Miley and Beyonce. You would not think that those two would be friends, but they've been friends since like the 2000s. They did some cancer like special event singing thing together, and that's where they first met, and that was years and years and years and years and years ago. And yes, I was totally agreeing to it. Two Most Wanted is... I'm gonna tentatively say it's my favorite off Cowboy Carter, but I would need to go look back at all the Cowboy Carter songs to give you a final answer on that. They first met on the Hannah Montana movie. So yeah, it would have been 2000s. And I also mean Beyonce she wasn't a child star, but she was a child singer. It's not like she was a child star as in she was like on TV and movies. She was just a child artist. With Destiny's Child. I'm pretty sure she was still a teenager when she, like, under 18 when she started Destiny's Child. I'm almost positive of that. So I guess that makes sense that she would relate to Miley because she grew up in the industry too. Plus, if you're gonna do a country album and you're a pop star, R&B star like Beyonce, and you're gonna switch genres to country, I feel like Miley is the perfect person to ask to be on a feature, most definitely, because she's from Tennessee, and she's already got that country connection and the pop connection, so she makes a good bridge. She makes a good bridge into the genre for her, and wouldn't you know, their song together was a banger. So I don't know if I would necessarily say "Two Most Wanted" as a sad song, because it's not like gonna rip your heart out, but I kind of like a song about like friendship. It's a very sentimental song. That's a good word for it, sentimental. Yes. But kind of as a love song, kind of. Is it weird that I interpreted it as more of like a friend song? Like they were singing together as friends than as a love song? Did I just totally misinterpret it? This entire time I was like, yeah, a cute little song about friendship. Let me go read all the lyrics again real quick and really soak it in before I mean friendship. Oh, okay. Friendship love. Yeah, I was like they're like friends. They're friends. It's so cute and sentimental, and it's a sweet song. Much love. I still think Renaissance was a much better album than Cowboy Carter, though. And Renaissance should have won Album of the Year. I don't think Cowboy Carter should have won Album of the Year because she should have won it before. She should have won it before with Lemonade, and everyone knows that, so that's not up for question. But she should have won for Renaissance. I think Renaissance was the stronger album. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know if that is a hot take. I mean, whatever music Beyonce puts out, the Beehive's gonna eat up. I agree, but honestly, I don't have much complaints about Cowboy Carter. You know what this is making me think of? We'll never have another Rihanna album. It'll just never happen. In 6 months, chat, it'll be officially 10 years since the last Rihanna album. She doesn't need music anymore. She's a freaking billionaire. She doesn't have to make another song in her life. And every time people think that she's gonna, oh, this is it. She's gonna drop the album. She's gonna do the Super Bowl. This is where she finally drops her album. Oh, she released her first song in 8 years for the Black Panther movie, and she's gonna perform at the Oscars. This is it. This is where she's gonna drop her album. She announces she's pregnant again. She's pregnant again right now. Every single time, people are like, "Yep, this is it. She's gonna drop that album. She's gonna go on tour. We got it. Rihanna's back." She says, "No, not happening. Cut the cameras. You'll never see me again." She said, "No song, take this makeup." I mean, that is really what she's saying. She's a billionaire off her makeup brand, so why does she doesn't have to make another song in her entire life. She's set. Although I did just hear her song. She does like kid movies now because obviously she's a mom, so she likes to make movies and stuff like that for her kids. But she's in the Smurf movie that's coming out soon because I saw the trailer right before I went and saw How to Train Your Dragon. But I also heard she dropped a song for that movie. It is the worst song ever. It is the worst song ever. So maybe do we need Rihanna music? Actually, pull that back. Do we need it that bad? Because that song that she made for the Smurfs was it was not good. You know, I'm just gonna close my eyes, close my ears, and just remember that was just made for a kids movie. It wasn't made for actual Rihanna fans. She just made it for the movie. Don't worry about it. That doesn't exist in your world. That's how I'm processing it. I did like the song she made for Black Panther, though. Kind of sad, but I mean, Black Panther 2 is a sad movie, so it's not like she was gonna make the most upbeat song for the plot of that. But I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. I used to like the Smurfs, but I have no interest in this movie. I've never seen a Smurfs movie in my entire life. I don't even think I've seen anything Smurf. I know what the Smurfs are. I most definitely do. I've never seen any Smurfs media. TV show, movie, video game, whatever have you. Never. Not once. First two movies are good. You can throw away the others. Write that down. Write that down. Skip the other Smurf movies. The original cartoon on when I was growing up, so I kind of remember. Why do I not? I remember nothing about a Smurfs cartoon. Not anything in my brain is registering it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh. You know what movie I just thought about the other day? And it is not any relevance to this time of year. I thought about the movie Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer a few days ago. That's a blast from the past. They used to air that on Cartoon Network like on a loop in December. I don't know why I even thought of it either. Like I said, it's June, so it's not Christmas. It came on Cartoon Network. What if I told you I also had it on DVD? I had it on DVD. I would have to go dig through the DVDs at my parents' house, but I'm sure it's there. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Oh, Smurfs was on Cartoon Network? Oh. I have no memory. None. Maybe? Was it one of those shows that came on like during the week, during school hours, so you only watched it if you were home from school sick? I remember there are certain TV shows I only ever saw when I was home from school sick. I remember Baby Looney Tunes, a pup named Scooby-Doo. Dang. There's some other ones on like Disney and Nick kid shows that I remember that only came on during the day when you were homesick from school. Super early before school. Ah. All right, gamers. We're gonna do one last check for all 6 screens. Not a shiny, not a shiny, not a shiny. Not a shiny, not a shiny. Not a shiny. All right, we're just about to hit the 2-hour mark. My DoorDash is gonna be here in like 10 minutes anyway, so we shall wrap it up here. I cannot give you definitive when I will be live next. If the certain circumstance doesn't happen tomorrow, it's very possible it could be tomorrow that I stream again, but my whole world is kind of dependent on what happens there and what my days will be entailing for that. So I don't know when I'll be live, but if you're in the Discord, if you follow me on Twitter, all that jazz, you know when I will go live again. So make sure you follow on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.